Hi, and welcome to Raue Center for the Arts. Thank you so much for supporting this year's 6x6 Project art fundraiser for Raue Center's youth education programs, Mission Imagination, and Sage Studio. Now, we've had a couple questions about using the auction site, so I thought I would walk you through how to participate in the online auction. In this short video, we'll go over registering and bidding, what is a proxy bid, anti-sniping rules, and donations. So let's go on and find out, how do you bid? Well, to bid, there's only really two requirements. One, you must register on the auction site, and two, you have to save a credit card on file. You can skip the credit card information, but then you'll only be able to browse and not bid on auction items. The system does require your credit card to be saved in order for you to bid. Oh, and before I forget, there's really a third requirement, that you have fun while bidding. So let's get on to registering. We're going to click on this link, Charity Auction Bid, 6x6 Project 2020, and that's going to take us to the website. Here we are now on the auction website. So the easiest way to know whether or not you are logged into the website is to look up here in the menu. You can see that I have links here that says sign in. So that means I am not currently logged in. If you see something up here instead that says my account, then that means you are logged in. So let's say that you've not yet registered for the site. Go ahead and click on here where it says online registration. It will take you to this page where you'll provide your contact details. You put in your contact information, and once you say continue, then it's going to prompt you for your credit card. And guess what? At that point, you'll be ready to log on and bid. Now you'll also be prompted to create an account password. You can choose to do that if you like, or you can skip it. Either way, you need to make sure you create an account and you save your credit card information. And then you will also receive an email notification that confirms that you have registered on the site. So why don't we go ahead now, and we've created this, so let's log on and see what it's like to bid. So as I mentioned before, now that I've logged on, you can see that the menu bar has changed. You can see now that it says My Account. This is where your contact information is found. Now you need to know that the system has not been populated with anyone's information. If you participated in last year's auction, you'll have to re-register for security purposes. Information is not kept from year to year. So let's get on to bidding. To find the art, simply click on the art catalog right here in the menu. By clicking on it, it'll bring you to all of the artwork that we have up for auction this year. You can browse through the individual artwork pieces, or if you know what you're looking for, you can search by keyword, title, catalog number, or other information. Okay, we clicked on the Art Catalog button, and now we come into the auction items. The first thing you notice is there's a search bar right here, and this is where you could put in the canvas number, the artist's name, a keyword, such as if you put in penguin, this first piece of artwork would come up because it's called Falling Penguin. So it's got penguin in the title as well as penguin in the description. Now, you may want to scroll through the artwork. There's 8 pages of artwork, all different mediums. You can read the descriptions and get more information about each piece of artwork. But notice that some of them do not have titles and/or descriptions. That was a choice on the artist's part whether or not they wanted to submit a title and/or an artist's description. So let's go back up to the top here. So let's say I want to search for something, an artwork. Maybe I know the number. So you can put in the number here in the search bar. You could maybe put in a name, a first name, a last name, or you could put in some information that might relate to the picture. So as you can see, number 3 says falling penguin. If you had put in penguin, you would have gotten all the artwork that has penguin in either the title or in the subject field. Now some of the artwork is untitled. That means the artist did not submit an artist statement or did not feel like they needed to put a title on their artwork. Here we are scrolling through the various pictures, and there are many pages. But let's go back and do what we said. Let's search for a particular piece of art. Now I happen to know the particular piece of art that I'm looking for. It's by someone I know, and their canvas is number 160. So I'm going to put that in. Ooh, it's called Big Wave. So it brings it up as you can see from the search box. So all I need to do is click on that, and it's going to take me to information about Big Wave. So here's the artwork that I just clicked on. Number 160, Big Wave. So say I want to bid on this item. What does it tell me? It tells me right here that there's no current bid, and that the starting bid must be at least $35. So if I want to bid, I just place my bid amount in here of $35, and I click bid $35. It will prompt me, are you sure you want to bid $35? I'll say okay, and guess what? Now I have the current high bid for $35. I will also receive an email confirmation telling me that I have been the current high bidder. And here is my email confirmation. As you can see, it says, congratulations, you are currently the high bidder for item number 160, Big Wave, with a bid of $35 in 6x6 Project 2020, with a very large picture of the artwork, and it explains when the bidding closes for this item. Now here we're back at the screen, showing that I'm the current high bidder. Now what happens if someone outbids me? Well then, you'll also get an email that'll state that you've received that there is an outbid notice. And then if you want, you can click back here and submit a higher bid. So you really don't need to sit on this page and keep hitting refresh. You'll get an email if you're outbid. Now what happens if you know that you're willing to pay a certain amount for this piece of art? You can use a handy little feature called proxy bidding. Let's say that I know that I'm willing to pay up to $100 for this particular piece of art. What I would do is enter $100. Bid $100, and again I would get the prompt, are you sure you want to bid $100? And I would say, okay. But do you see what it says now? It says you are the current high bidder for $35, and says this bid will automatically be raised to $100 to ensure that you stay at the high bidder when you are bid against. But that doesn't mean it automatically goes to $100. It means that the next bid has a minimum of $5 more or $40. So taking it to the next higher level. So people would have to continue bidding, and until they get over your $100, you would be the current high bidder. And that is what proxy bidding is. It's setting a maximum that you're willing to pay. Now again, if someone outbids you at your maximum, you certainly have a choice whether you want to set a higher proxy bid or a higher bid. So on the website, one of the other nice things I wanted to mention is that as you're browsing through and you see something that you like, you can hit this little star button right here, this little star, and make it one of your favorites. Then you can sort by the stars, and you can keep a view of just your favorite items and not having to go through and find them again. So that's a nice little added feature. Now, I want to talk about something else. One point I want to make is about what's called anti-sniping rules. We've all been at silent auctions where you see someone kind of hovering around the sheet, and right when there are 30 seconds left, they may run over and get the item for the minimum amount they could. What we have to mitigate this issue is what we call anti-sniping. So if anybody places a bid on an item within the last 5 minutes of the end of the auction, which for every single item here is June 27th at 8 p.m. Central Time. And if anybody bids at, say, 7:55 p.m. or later, the bid goes through, but the bidding time for that specific item will stay open for an additional 5 minutes. It's important so that someone can't sneak in on you and just get that work of art that you so desperately want by just waiting to the last second. So if someone does do that, and let's say you get the message now that you've been outbid, you have that additional 5 minutes to go in and to rebid. And of course, that'll extend the time another 5 minutes, so the other person will get a chance to bid. Now, at the point that 5 minutes elapses and no one else continues bidding during that time, then the time will run out and there'll be no more extended time. And whoever is the leading bidder at that point will win that item. So there's other things that you can do on the Auctioneer website, and one of those is make a donation. So whether you want to make a donation in addition to purchasing some art, or possibly in place of purchasing some art, we make it very simple for you. Let's go to the main page. So we're back on the home page here. Let's say we want to make that donation. So here you donate. Just click on that, and there's information here about how we help the community and all the things that the Raue does. And unfortunately, this year has been particularly difficult with the COVID-19 and closing our doors during this period of quarantine. So if you're into supporting the arts and want to help out, then all you would do is scroll down and you could donate any of these amounts. So you would just click on one of the amounts and it would walk you through. What else can you find on our page? You can find, like I said, the catalog, which has all the auction items, our wonderful sponsors, a list of everything everyone who donated artwork to the auction. This is the registration, but then under More, there is FAQs, frequently asked questions, and a contact form if you need to reach us. If you click on the frequently asked questions, you'll see a list of common questions that hopefully will answer any questions you may have. So the bidding opens on Monday, June 8th. And again, if you haven't registered, you can register anytime up to 15 minutes before the auction ends on Saturday, June 27th, 2020. We hope that covers all the basics about registering for the auction site, as well as how to bid. As a reminder, we'll be having a virtual reception on June 27th, the live stream for the last hour of the auction. The live stream will not only include close-ups of the art, but interviews, performances, and lots of great stuff. For more info, please check out the Raue Center's website at www.rausecenter.org. We hope we've answered all your questions. If not, feel free to email us at 6x6Project@rausecenter.org. Thank you, enjoy bidding, and we appreciate your support.